Okay. I don't see the button now.
Oh, it's recording.
All right, now it's recording. Okay. Okay, so happy Thursday, guys. Now back to your regularly scheduled show. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Just a day in the life, right? Thank you guys for joining us tonight. I can't believe that we're already like halfway through the month almost. I'm looking at my phone and I'm like, oh my God, it's already the 9th. Where is the month going? So I hope that you guys are off to a great start with Team Cup. Hope you're having fun with your teams. Hopefully this call tonight is gonna help you gain some momentum if you're having trouble. We have the health that just finished up. I hope you all enjoyed that. I think that our team, or at least my little group, did a great job. I got a preliminary email already, so hopefully you got one too. If you didn't, don't freak out. There were a lot of glitches last time, I remember. People that should have qualified that didn't get the email, but don't worry, we can handle it. We'll get another email. I think is what's going to happen. That's what happened last time. So if you think you should have qualified, we'll be able to contact Beachbody and get it all ironed out. I'm pretty sure they fixed it pretty quickly. The All Access Pass is coming. Well, the sale is going to be ending at the end of this month. So make sure you're really pushing that sale price of $199 or the $99. I'm really hoping they're going to keep that price, but they told us they're not. So we have to prepare ourselves for that price for $199 is going to go up. So really encourage all your customers or potential customers to jump on this because we all know it's such an amazing deal. So the last thing to remind you guys is the push, the Diesel Nation push to Diamond. That is going to be taking place later this month. And the final day to sign up is tomorrow. So if you don't know what I'm talking about or you have questions, we can ask your upline or I can post it within the group. But there's an application process and it's an awesome group. A lot of live videos from the leaders on Diesel Nation, and it really helps get you motivated and pushing for that big goal of diamonds. So don't miss out on that. I think that's basically it. I don't want to waste too much of your time chatting your ear off. I want to just turn it over to Allison. She is going to talk to us tonight about inviting. She is so consistent. She hits Success Club every single month. Normally SC10. I know she was just so close last month, but that's okay. I know she works so hard. She works a full-time job. She has a family. But she doesn't miss a beat. She makes sure she gets her power hours in. She makes sure she shows up every day on social media. She drinks her shake. She does her workouts. She is like as consistent as it gets, and it shows. So I want her to share her tips with what she does to invite, because I know that's a missing piece that a lot of people don't like to do. It scares a lot of people, I know. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. So I want to turn it over to her now and let her share her tips.
Hey, thank you. Jenny, can you make me the host so I can screen share, please?
Yep.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for being on. I'm really excited. I do have a little bit of like an allergy cough, so I'm sorry. I'm double fisting tonight. I have wine and like a giant jug of water in case I start coughing, so I'm sorry. Okay. See it now. Okay, so before we screen share, if I haven't met you guys, I'm Allison Ossorio. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. I went to college with Jenny, and I've been a coach for almost 2 years. And I am really excited to talk to you guys about inviting. I know it's this crazy kind of scary subject, but we're going to dig into it and make it not so scary anymore. And I am a teacher, so I made a PowerPoint because that's how I learn. So I hope that's okay with you guys. Okay, so, all right, so inviting like a boss. Jenny coined that phrase, and I like it because I think you have to feel like a boss. You can't go through this business and be successful if you're not inviting, but we're going to break it down to make it simple so it's easy for you to do it every single day as part of your power hour, just simple, consistent ways to get your inviting in and feel really confident in doing it. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. I don't want to invite people because they're going to be like, who is this weird person? She thinks that I'm fat. I don't want to do this. Guess what? Raise your hand if you have been invited to do LuLaRoe, Rodan Fields, It Works, whatever. Everyone, right? Okay, I do get annoyed if it's like an It Works person or another fitness thing. Cause I'm like, really, if you even clicked on my profile, you would see,
Right.
or even if you are messaging me, it says Beachbody Coach. So that is annoying to me. But if somebody messages me and is like, hey, I'm doing Roadian and Fields, or hey, I have a LuLaRoe party, do you want to join? That's not annoying. You're not annoyed by that, right? So you're not being annoying if you just ask someone to do this with you. It's not annoying. This is what our world is like. This is the wave of the future. So people are not going to be annoyed if you do it the right way. Okay, so deep thoughts for tonight. Everyone here was invited by their coach, right? Like you saw a social media post or your coach asked you to do this, right? Nobody here, I mean, I know there are people, I hear them on the national wake-up calls that are like, I just decided to be a Beachbody coach and I Googled best coaches. Like those people are awesome, but I'm pretty sure almost everybody on this call was invited by someone. So think about that. What if the next you is just out there waiting and they haven't posted yet, or you haven't asked them yet, or it hasn't clicked for them yet. So don't be scared. This is real. This is how you got here. Okay. So we're going to talk tonight about challenge group invites and invites to the coaching opportunity. But honestly, I think that a lot of the strategies can be used across the board. So I'm going to talk about challenge group invites first, because if we're following the vital process, then that's where really our business is starting, is with the challenger. We want to get those challengers. We want to get them awesome results. And then we want to show them that they can pay that forward. So it really all starts with the challengers. So challenge group invites. Okay, so there are some different types of invites. Social media posts, cold messages, which I like to do a lot of private messages when people like or comment on my posts, and I'll show you that. You can work it into a conversation or a follow-up invite. So I'm going to show you some examples of all these. Okay, so social media posts. I think this is almost the most important one because it really sets the groundwork. And this is something I've been working on a lot lately. And what changed this all for me was Bonnie Engel's call about National Wake Up Call last year about recruiting. And she said to treat your Facebook page or Instagram or whatever it is that is your main social media market, treat it like a reality show. So every single day you are sharing, hey, I'm about to jump on this call. It's awesome. Hey, I just did my workout. I feel so great. I just checked into my challenge group and 15 people already worked out today. All those little things are laying the foundation for the actual invite. I think it's really important to do that because it makes the actual invite easier. When I wasn't doing that and I would invite people, they would be like, I don't want to pay for that shake. I don't have time to work out. But now I tell them every single day on my, I almost said on my reality show. I tell them every single day on my Facebook page, hey, guess what? I don't have time to work out either. I have my baby monitor next to the laptop in the garage at 5 o'clock in the morning. And if I can do it, you can do it. And that's even like a hashtag that I use a lot. I can, you can. She can, you can. We can, you can. And I don't get those objections anymore. The only people that are telling me they don't want to drink Shakeology have like a serious health reason, and that is it. So when you are constantly laying the foundation for that, then the invite gets easier. Keep doing it. You know, consistency is key. You might get posts that have a couple likes, and I'm going to show you one from Christina Delgado that doesn't have a lot of comments and likes, but I guarantee you Christina Delgado wasn't like, oh, not that many people liked my post. I guess I wasn't good. No, she was like, I bet some people saw that post, and maybe next time that'll be the post that speaks to them. So that consistency is really big. You know, if you post one time that I'm having this awesome challenge group and then nobody likes it, and then you feel kind of sad about that, because it can be a little bit, you know, it can make you feel a little sad. But then if you never post about it again, you just like fulfilled what those people thought, which is that, oh, she's just trying to get my money. But if you're consistent and you're consistently saying, this is what's important, this is what I'm doing, this is why it works for me, then it is going to start ringing true. Another big tip that I like to do is read your posts out loud, because it can be really tempting to copy and paste another coach's post or use a lot of Beachbody lingo. But if you're reading it out loud to see if it's really your voice, if it would connect with you, then that's really going to make a difference. In our Diamonds thread tonight, I don't know if Marianna's on the call, I can't see everybody else, but somebody was asking about using an application. I actually just started doing this, and I got inspired by Melissa Alexander's. And I also looked at, you can go on like see Melanie Mitro's Wufoo application. Wufoo is free, and I've been using Wufoo applications for my clean eating groups, my free clean eating groups, and it's brought me people that I have literally never spoken to in my whole entire life that just feel more comfortable responding to an application than reaching out to me. So just something to think about. Obviously, we want to make it eye-catching, clear, simple text, real pictures of you, not a stock photo, just a few keywords and line breaks. I'm really big on line breaks. I was a communication major, so I am really big on like spacing and how things are laid out on the post, and I'll show you what I mean by that. But you want to make it so that it starts with a question, or that first line, you know, everybody is just scrolling. So we want to make sure that it's really catchy. I love giving a deadline, and something I've seen recently is having an RSVP by. So instead of the group starts on February 15th, RSVP by, you know, we really need 2 weeks ahead of time. So RSVP by whatever that would be, February 1st. And then plan ahead, you know, follow a calendar for the whole month. That's something Ingrid Houston is my success partner, and we make a calendar for our teams together every month because we do a lot of our stuff together. And then this month we started laying out our jabs and our invites and our ads, and it just lays the groundwork for that. Okay, so here's an example. All right, here's the amazing Christina Delgado. I love this post. It stopped me in my tracks because this, I mean, look at that freaking picture. It's amazing. But look at this. There's not a lot of text. She's not telling you about containers and I get to eat this much and all this stuff. This is it. That's it. That is literally all that she had. But doesn't that make you want to read it? I mean, I really stopped and was like, oh my gosh, she looks amazing. And I read it. And I wish you could see it. It got cut off. It got like, and when I screenshotted this yesterday, so yesterday was Wednesday, she posted this Monday at 4:49. It had gotten like 2 comments or something. I'm pretty sure she didn't take that post down and feel bad about it. I'm pretty sure she knew like this is a good post and people are reading it, and if it connects with them, then it connects with them. And I'm going to follow up with those people that liked it and commented on it. So I thought that was really awesome. I love that. And I love that she makes it really simple. Mm-hmm. Jenny, I love this post that you did, Jenny. But look at it's so simple, and you're laying the groundwork. Like, I'm in beast mode. Who says moms can't lift? Like, challenge yourself today. You're not like, this program has workouts from 25 to 47 minutes long, and this is the equipment you need, and blah, blah, blah. It's just like, this is what I'm doing. An awesome picture. I love that your shirt says Mom Boss. That's awesome. I think it's really good. So I love that. Ingrid, I love this one too. Okay, so do you see the line breaks? This is what I was talking about. So, and I'll show you one of mine in a second, how Facebook cuts your things off. So you need to think of it almost like a newspaper article. And, you know, like if you were a communication major, you know, when people used to really read newspapers, you want everything to be above the fold. On a newspaper, that's the important stuff is above the fold. So on a Facebook post, you want it to be above the cutoff. So whatever's below that cutoff, people might not even click if what's up there isn't good enough. So I love this. She has a real picture, just a few keywords, simple text. It's not all curly and crazy and hard to read. And she's telling you what she's doing and why it's working for her. Okay, so here are some of mine. Okay, so same thing, clear, simple text. I think it's really important to be true to yourself. You know, like I'm a mom, my husband works in a hospital, so he works a lot of weekends, a lot of nights. Like it's rare that he's home when I'm working out. So Caroline will work out with me. I post a lot of pictures of her like playing in the garage, and that's, you know, it's like speaking to people. I see a lot of people posting in the chat. I can't see it from what I'm doing. Okay, so here's another, I just posted this week. See the line breaks in the middle? So see where that cut off? Like that, so if it cut off, you know, up here where it just says it's Transformation Tuesday, and then I started talking about the programs that I did were 21-day fix and hammer and chisel, nobody's going to click on that. But I started talking, I mean, even Anthony was like, wow, you really felt that way? So I was like, oh, sorry. So, but, you know, I mean, I was being real, and like, that is how I felt. So I mean, I hope that made people want to click on it. And then this was from our free clean eating group. So it's just really basic, a picture of a yummy meal. And then I had the Woofu link in the comments. I'm going to click on the chat just to see.
They're just talking about the cutoff, how much they like the cutoff comment you were talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what the limit is. Sometimes I'll post something and then go back and change it once I see what it looks like. Because I just think that's really important. If something is below that cutoff, you don't. If the meat of your post is below that cutoff, it might not even get read. Oops. Okay. So cold invites. Here's the scary part. Okay. So what do? You've already posted these like awesome posts. You have good keywords. You don't have a lot of crazy text. You've paid attention to the line breaks. You have real pictures of you. You're telling your story. It's in your voice. You're speaking to your market. But now what do you do? Okay, so when I post that Transformation Tuesday picture or a clean eating picture, whatever it is, then I message everyone. And I say, thank you so much. It was really scary to post that picture. I really appreciate your support. And sometimes I'll leave it at that, and depending on who it is, sometimes I'll leave it at that, and sometimes I'll say, if you ever want to join a group, we have one that starts on blah, blah, blah. I try to end with a question and not let me know. Let me know is like the worst. Don't end with let me know, because that's so passive. Okay, so I try to end with, like if somebody liked my Transformation Tuesday picture, then I would message them and say, hey, blah, 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 your kids are so cute, or whatever it is, like real small talk, not just BS, but your kids are so cute. I love when you guys went to Disney last weekend. Thank you so much for posting, for liking my post. It meant a lot to me because it's scary to post pictures like that. Would you want to join our next group? We have one starting, or our next group is starting February, whatever. Would you want to join? Does that sound like something you would like? And try to end with that question. Okay, I think the next one is the most important point. I know that nobody on this call wants to be skeezy. Nobody on this call wants to be a salesperson. Nobody on this call started coaching just so they could make a quick buck off of their friends. No one. That's not what we're about. So your intentions are going to shine through. People, if you are really speaking from your heart, you're not going to come off that way. So believe that. Lead with that. Lead with that intention that you're trying to pay this forward because this has changed your life and you want other people to feel that same way. And if you do that, then it will ring true. One thing that I have learned, and the last thing is trial and error, but through trial and error, keep it short and sweet. I remember like when I was a new coach, I would send like paragraphs, and it might have even been like that I copied from a script. And it wasn't me. It wasn't my voice. That's not how I normally message people. I'm quick and I use a lot of emojis and winky faces and heart eyes. Like that's how I normally message with people. So it was weird for me to send this like long drawn out message. So when you're sending messages to people that are like you, make it relatable to them, tell them why it's so awesome, and keep it simple and just do it. Just do it. The more that you do it, the easier it's going to get for you and the less scary it's going to feel. Okay, so these are some examples. I think these are from Melissa. Jenny, these aren't yours, are they? I think they're Melissa's. So these are some that Melissa Alexander sent me, some examples, because I didn't want to just show you all my stuff. So, you know, hey girl, I know we talked about joining one of my groups in the past and it just wasn't a good time for you. I wanted to let you know I'm putting together my group. Does this sound like something you might be interested in? Okay, so not let me know, but does this sound like something you would be interested in? So then you're putting the ball in their court. It's not aggressive, but you can't just leave it with let me know. So I love that. And this is, that's how she talks. Just a cute little face. P.S. Your little girl is so cute. And then the same one here. The same kind of thing here. Hey lady, how's it going? I know you're probably super busy. Lord knows I have been lately, so I'll be quick. And just simple. One paragraph, a few sentences. That's it. Okay, these are some follow-up invites that I did. These are actually, I think these are all from Instagram. I've been trying to get better about working on my Instagram.
Do you get a lot of feedback on Instagram, Allison?
Okay, this is somebody that, what's that?
Do you get a lot of feedback on Instagram? I feel like I DM people and I never get responses.
It's been better lately. I don't know why. I went through that phase too where it was like crickets.
Yeah. Are you responding like regularly on their pages too? Or
yeah.
Okay, so maybe that helps.
I have like a few people that I'm like trying to build a relationship with. And I have a few people that are kind of like Instagram. No, I don't want to use the word stalkers because that sounds harsh, but like I see them liking all of my things.
Right.
And I don't think it's like Instagrass where it happens just immediately.
Right.
Like I'll see this one person go in and like 5 of my pictures. So I feel like they're kind of seeking me out a little bit. Mm-hmm. So anyway, so this girl, Jasmine, I don't know her. She lives in Canada. But she likes a lot of my stuff and we have kids that are the same age. And so we kind of are Instagram friends. And so she liked my Busy Mom Bootcamp post from January. And so I just said, hey, how are you? I saw you liked my post. Do you want to join us? We start tomorrow. Easy. And when I do that, I get 10 times more replies, even if they say no, than if I do a paragraph. Because I think with the whole long thing where I was launching into what they can expect and how awesome it's going to be and all the prizes and all that, it's too much and they don't read it. So I try to just kind of like breadcrumb it. Like, do you want to join us? We start tomorrow. And then she was like, I don't know. And then I asked her how she was feeling today. And then she actually her husband got into a really bad car accident. So it didn't end up working out, but I've been messaging with her a lot. And I just sent her like a whole bunch of Shakeology samples to help him with his recovery. And so I feel like we started like a good relationship now. Okay, the next one is this girl who signed up for the free, just like a free account. I actually know her in person, but I don't see her ever. We used to work together. And so I just, I checked in with her to see how it was going. She was doing T25. She likes the containers. And then I just said, hey, I'm working on my fit group. I see your free trial is up. Do you want to take it up a notch? Easy. And then the last one, I have to move this little thing. So I had asked this person if they wanted to join. We start tomorrow, and then she didn't message me back for like a week. That was for the health bet, I think. So it was like 3 weeks. And so then I said, hey, I don't know if you saw. That's a legitimate question. I don't know. Did you see it? And ready to try it out. It'll be fun. And then she filled out and so now we have like a good relationship going. And our last clean eating group was really awesome. So I'm really, really excited for this one. It's been good. Oh, I keep clicking off of it. Okay. So everything that we just talked about was for challengers. But everything that we just talked about, you can apply those same things to talking to people about coaching. It can be short and sweet. You already have a relationship with them. So you can do those same things with people that you're talking to about the business opportunity. I don't know why it keeps doing that, like clicking out of it. Okay, sorry. Okay, so you're gonna lay the groundwork. Just like we laid the groundwork through those initial social media posts and all that, now your groundwork is really a vital process because these people are most likely in your challenge group. You're building them up. You're showing them that it's possible. You're communicating with them like, wow, you did an awesome job. Thanks for posting that. Thanks for being a good participant. And regularly, at least weekly, sharing why you love coaching on your personal page and in the challenge group. I think that's really important to say, like, thank you guys so much. You are inspiring me. You guys are making this amazing. I love being part of this group. I love this about this. I heard Carl say he checked in on some health bet challenge groups and the coaches like weren't even posting in there or had kind of checked out. And I thought that was really sad. Like, I know our team is really big on challenge groups and how important they are. So I know we will not be doing that. But that Bonnie Engel call on recruiting is amazing, you guys. It is gold. I have listened to it probably 4 times, and it totally changed the way that I looked at social media. It totally changed the way that I look at recruiting. It made it less scary to me. It's really, really good. And you can go back in the podcast app and scroll back and find it. I don't know exactly when it was. I think it was like last February. It was a long time ago. So if you're having a sneak peek monthly, which if you're not yourself, you should. It's really fun and it's not that scary. Or you can always join in your uplines. That's a great way to invite people, just like you would invite people to your challenge group or to the free group. That's your chance to invite people to the coaching opportunity. The same principles of keeping it short and sweet, being real, saying it in your own voice, telling people why you love coaching versus what coaching is. All of those same things apply. And the last thing is, I think we really are obligated to share this with others. You know, I mean, there's 30 people on this call tonight. We all have had our lives changed by coaching. We're all better people because of this in so many ways. So we can't keep that to ourselves. We have to share that with other people. And when you think about it that way, that this really is a blessing and something that we're so blessed to have, that it really is like our obligation to pay that forward, to share it with other people. And it doesn't have to be scary. Okay, so here's your challenge. To post an invite, it can be to sneak peek, a free group, whatever. Post an invite tonight. I know it's getting kind of late, but you might already have one in the works, or tomorrow, and share it on the event page so we can all see it and go to your page and comment on it and everything. Because it doesn't have to be scary, but you do have to start doing it. Just start doing it, rip the Band-Aid off, do it every day. You'll get better at it. I know it's something that's hard for me too some days, and some days I still feel awkward, but then I remember you are doing this for a reason. I know what works. I need to tell other people what works and how they can do it too. So that's all that I have.
Yay! Awesome. Oh my gosh. I took so many notes, you guys. So many notes. This is fantastic, you guys. And I'm glad I recorded it so you guys can share it with your downlines, because if they're not on this call and they couldn't, they really need to hear this. So many great nuggets. Definitely going to check out that National Wake Up Call. I loved all your social media tips too. I love the line break thing you were talking about. That's really super helpful. And I think it's important that when you're doing the inviting, guys, that you're sharing your voice. And it's easy to copy scripts. You know, Becky, Christina, everyone has all these scripts, but I like how she talked about simplicity, keeping it short and simple, because you're obviously want to be forming a relationship with these people. So if you're saying these long paragraphs, you're going to get crickets. So I loved it. I love so many notes here. I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to share. The simplicity is key, guys. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. And also when you're sharing about the coaching, I just wanted to add that share it in your challenge groups too. And make sure you're inviting all of your challengers, even personally, because you don't know if they've been thinking about coaching. It's important to share publicly, but I think it's so important to put them in all your challenge groups. And then I also privately message all my challengers as well, because sometimes they don't see the post and it's more personal. So thank you, guys. Did anyone have any questions? I think there was a lot of stuff in the chat here. I think everyone was just saying thank you. Do you have any other tips, Allison, versus Instagram versus Facebook? I know you talked about you just kind of looking for people liking your posts more on Instagram and kind of trying to form back and forth with them, because Instagram's not really my thing. So
yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out Instagram a little bit more. I've been Sierra actually gave me some good tips about like going in and commenting on their stuff first before you follow them, and then I write their name down, and if they follow me back, then I try to keep track of that, so I can at least like form a relationship with them and keep a list of like who my new contacts are. I know Sierra is really good at Instagram.
Maybe she's doing a call on Instagram, Sierra.
Yeah, she's really good at it. Okay, somebody said, how often or how many people do you invite? So my Team Cup team and I committed to the business activity tracker So we've been tracking our invites there, and it says 2 to 5 every day. I will admit that it's a lot easier for me to invite to a challenge group than it is to the coaching opportunity. But guess what? If I want my business to grow, then guess what I need to do? Talk to people about my business. So I've gotten a lot more comfortable with that. And so my goal is at least 3 people a day for both. So it's kind of the power of 3. And I guess that can be a personal goal. Like if you are just starting and that feels really scary to you, then start with 1 and 1, and then 2 and 2, and then 3 and 3. And I was talking to Jenny before the call that last month was the first month I didn't hit FC10 in like 18 months. And I was really bummed about it for a second. I still helped the right number of people, but one person didn't do HD, and so it screwed up my numbers, but that's okay. But I was like on the last day of the month, like, are they going to get it? And so I don't want to be in that boat again. So February 1st, our Team Cup team, we were like, we're not doing this anymore. We're going to hit the ground running. We're just going to start inviting people. What's the worst that can happen? They don't respond. Okay. That didn't hurt my feelings.
Right.
So maybe it used to, but it does not anymore. Yeah. Jen said, are you cold messaging the coaching invites? I have done that before, but what I have found is that I'm really, the way that I'm personally building my team is like more quality over quantity, and it's kind of hard for me to know what kind of person they're going to be through a cold invite. Like if I truly don't know them on Instagram, I have done that a few times, but I haven't gotten responses back.
I have done that too. I'll just talk about that a little bit.
I'm trying to go more through the vital process, like awesome challengers, and talk to them.
I feel like I only invite cold invites to the coaching when I kind of know them and I feel like I know they would be a good coach or that kind of thing. I mean, most of the time they say no, but at least you're putting the bug in their ear, and then maybe they'll watch you and change their mind later. So I have not done people I don't know on Instagram either, but.
One thing that I saw on the national, yeah,
you see?
Jen, I talked to Jen about coaching for so long. Jen, I almost screenshotted all of our old conversations, but I couldn't scroll back far enough. Okay, it was on the National Wake Up Call recently, and it was when Jamie was talking, and he said sometimes he will, even if he's already done the sneak peek, he'll message people and say, hey, I just talked about why I love coaching. Would you check it out and let me know what you think? I was like, I never thought about that. So like, check it out and let me know if you connect to any part of my story. And I thought that was a cool, like kind of no pressure way of looking at it, because I'll never forget this one video that Becky posted about having commission breath. Like at the end of the month when you get like panicked and you start like, everybody, I've got to message everybody, and it's going to be like super pressure and weird. So I never want to be like that. I always want to be like, hey, you want to do this? It'll be fun. Like, let's do it. It's cool. So, okay, let's see. How do you choose who to cold invite? I choose people that are like me. People that are, so my niche is working moms, mostly working moms. I have some stay-at-home moms too, and who have toddlers, preschool age kids. Those are my people, which is probably a lot of people on here. And a lot of them are moms that are struggling with confidence, because that was a big thing for me. And that's what a lot of my posts talk about, is how I really struggled with confidence. And they're trying to like get that back. So I just pick people who are my niche, my target market. Any PD books to help with that mindset or confidence? You Are a Badass. You Are a Badass. Times 1,000. And another book, I actually have a copy right here. I really like, this one is called Girl Code, but this author, Kara Leba, she's a life coach, and Christina and Becky had her speak on a call. I really like all of her books. They're really good. They're short and sweet. She has Fearless and Fabulous, The Champagne Diet. Those are good for that too. Let's see. Portia said, what's your follow-up plan when the invite response is, I'll let you know, or something that's not a yes or specific objection? I usually try to say like, okay, well, I have a group every 3 weeks, like clockwork, so I'll check back in with you soon. Hope you have a good day. And then I do, you know, and I try not to be like psycho about it. Like if I go back when I'm going through my follow-up list and I'm like, oh, I've already asked them to be in the last 3 groups and they don't want to be in it, then I'm like, okay, you get a break for now. I know some people, I've heard Bonnie Engel talk about how, you know, you can follow up with somebody like 10 or 15 times. I haven't gotten to that point yet. So I'm not following up with people that many times, but, you know, in the meantime, I think it's really important to, if you think that they really, maybe it really is not just a good time and it really, really would benefit from it, then I think it's really important to love on them in that no time frame. So that's when you're showing them that, like, I'm not just trying to get money from you. Like, I'm here for you. I care about you. I see what's happening in your life. Here's what's happening in my life. And so I think that time frame in between those follow-ups is really important.
I agree.
What do you do if you have the same people liking your posts? I always message those people. I have some people that literally like everything, and one of them I've asked her 1 billion times and she always is like, yeah, and then she never does. So I'm kind of over asking her. Like, some people are just people and then they don't follow through. So at a certain point I'm like, okay, I'm not going to keep asking you. But yeah, I always message them and I'm like, hey, I saw you liked my post. You want to join us?
Nothing.
And just kind of leave it at that.
All right.
Anybody else have any questions?
Here we go. All right, guys. Well, let's take a quick picture before we jump off. Thank you, Allison. That was awesome. Hope everyone's going to jump off the call and work on their image for their invite and start messaging people, because I know I'm ready to message all these people now. Yes, post it so we can see. All right, smile.
Yeah, post your and your social media post, and then we'll do it. Then we'll invite together.
Yeah, we could put it in the Team Cup group. All right, ready? Smile. All right.